BMW Z4 E89. And what is worse to own one after it hit that 100,000 miles mark? If you're considering to buying one or already own a Z4, stick around as I will explore the potential pitfall and what you need to watch out for. The BMW Z4 E89 is a beautiful car with a lot of appeal. It's got that unique BMW style and pretty powerful engine, and it sticks to the road respectively. But as with many cars, high mileage brings some serious challenges, and this Beamer is not an exception, but more like an opposite. The Z4 E89 was manufactured from 2009 all the way till 2016. It comes with a variety of engines as N20, those are so-called trash, in my opinion. They usually last for 100 to 150,000 miles and require expensive replacement of timing gears and timing chain. And this thing can set you up for extra $4,000 or potentially for salvage engine. The N52 on the other hand is somewhat the best, but not without the flaw. Or you can check this video right here, which is buying guide on the E70 and this engine included, the same as N54 and N55 and many more. But the most problematic and most common engine, and I guess the favorite among enthusiasts and just random people who are trying to get into BMW, they trying to get that power. The N54 inline 6 twin turbocharged, apparently for the Z4 it's called, or the market on the Z4 it's going to be S-Drive 35i or 35iS. Those are technically the same engine, but with the higher output, power output for the 35iS. And if it comes to the Z4, that's what I would choose. The N54 is definitely the way to go, even though you have to pay the price for higher maintenance cost and I guess more problems. Check the full review of the Z4 on the channel in the cards right here, or the link gonna be in the description if you are interested in the full breakdown. One key point here, the newer the car, the less problems it will have, presumably. So what to expect after 100,000 miles on N54? The first and the biggest and the most expensive, it's the turbochargers. Replacing the turbos can be a costly affair, often running into $1,600 per turbo. And there are two of them, so you do the math. Another thing that I don't think I even need to mention, that is totally normal thing for the BMW as oil leaks. And if the BMW have no oil leaks, it's not a BMW apparently, right? Another common issue is fuel injectors. Due to the fact that those are direct injectors, expect to clean intake manifold from carbon deposit as well. Again, the injectors are pricey, but I found the deal on the FCP, and it only costs $2,500 instead of $3,200. Next up is interior. BMW are known for their luxury and comfort, but after 100,000 miles, you probably would start to see more wear and tear. Generally, the leather seats in this generation are quite good and they don't rip. But if you want to have them pristine, you might need to paint them or do the touch-up to certain spots. As for my personal examples, there was some spots, as you can see. Overall, the electronic components in this body holding up pretty well, although their actual buttons or the paint on the buttons isn't. Usually it's not a problem, but in particular case it is, since you practically cannot find any replacement parts for the E89. Even Chinese 3D printing factories don't want to deal with that stuff. Another pain in the ass issue is that the convertible top mechanism can randomly fail. Mainly due to the micro switches and the wiring harness. This is really frustrating problem since it usually happens when the roof is open and you can close it. Let's hope for the best. It's working, and it's not working. I was there, I fixed that, then I sold the car and then had to fix it for the buyer as well. No fun. One friendly reminder and suggestions for those who already own the car. Make sure to replace the harness if you have not had any issue with it yet. And the last common issue from the list, it's the taillights, or to be clear, it's the turn signals. Not big, you would say, right? But as you would expect, it is. There is no easy way to replace the light bulb since it's LED stripped built inside of the assembly. So the whole light has to be replaced in order to be fixed. So yeah, there's nothing else I can say about the approach that BMW doing. Although $600, it doesn't seem that bad in comparison to some other issues. In conclusion, turbocharger problems. It's pretty simple one, but pretty dumb one. As the car starts to lose some boost due to the wastegate not fully closing. The sound of rumbling material similar to this one. There are some instances that you can adjust it and it would be fine. In other instances, you would need to replace the whole turbo because some people can fix that, but it's still going to be pretty expensive. Again, the oil leaks, then the fuel injector issue and high pressure fuel pump, which isn't as often as used to be before 2009 on N54s, but they still pop in from time to time. Another one is quite usual. It's a regular interior tear and wear. Definitely not the end of the world, but on the other hand, you pay for premium. So it's better to have it all pristine. And lastly, electric problems, mainly roof or convertible top, and believe it or not, that's about it. So owning a high mileage Z4 isn't easy. I still love the car and I would recommend it, but be mindful. Go in with your eyes open and be prepared for some of those potential problems in the future if you'll get the car. But if you still set on getting a Z4, make sure to get through pre-purchase inspection or PPI and consider to setting aside a budget for potential repairs. It's a fantastic car to drive, but maintenance is the key to keeping it on the road. Definitely it doesn't apply to every Z4 since it's always depend on the previous owner, and that's why the PPI is must, since the respectful shop can find most of those issues pretty much on the spot. As a side note, for new owners of E89 or potential buyers, make sure to do the roof seal and hinges maintenance at least once a year. This one is crucial as you don't want to have a leaky and squeaky roof. Make sure to change the oil no more than 5,000 miles, especially for turbocharged engines. This is kind of the rule. Replace the convertible top harness if you can, and check out the Z4 videos on my channel, since this one is simple recap. As each of the topic we mentioned here, I have a standalone video for pretty much most of those. And that's it for this video. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit the thumbs up button there, subscribe my channel, and leave me a comment below. Also, if you have any horror stories on BMW Z4 maintenance or any other problems, also leave me a comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.